Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to read the play The Browning Version by Terence Rattigan. Terence Rattigan was a British dramatist, and this play is not the complete play that we are going to read. It is just a part of it. It is just an excerpt from the whole play. It is a one-act play, but the part that we are going to read, which is there included in your book, is just a small portion of that one-act play. Now, that portrays or depicts a conversation between two teachers of different natures and a student who is a 16-year-old boy. The characters are Taplow, who is the boy, who is a student, and Mr. Crocker Harris, whose full name was Mr. Andrew Crocker Harris. He was a very sincere teacher. Not only sincere, he was a very strict one, and he used to follow the rules and regulations, and he used to be very disciplined in his life, and he used to make students also to be very disciplined. He wanted them to do their school work and homework and whatnot on time. So he had a lot of qualities. He was a middle-aged man, and he had served for past 20 years in that school. Contrasting to that character, we have another character who is Frank, who is a young teacher who does not care much about rules and regulations, who is friendly to the students rather than being strict to them, and who likes to gossip with the students. So, what happens in this part, or in this excerpt that we are going to study, we will find out when we read a few parts. Now, this is in dialogue form. As I told you, it is a play. So, I will be reading only a few important dialogues for you. Now, before we start, I would like to tell you why the title, The Browning Version. The Browning Version title is actually, Browning is the name of a writer, Robert Browning, who had translated many Greek plays in English. And this particular play, or this particular story, is about the Greek tragedy or Greek play Agamemnon by Aeschylus. Aeschylus was a Greek writer, playwright, dramatist, who had written a play Agamemnon. But it was in Greek language, and Robert Browning was the person or the writer who had translated it. Now, therefore, the word comes version. Version is saying the same thing in one's own way. Okay, so it was Aeschylus' way of writing the Greek tragedy or the Greek play, and this is Robert Browning's. Now, how this play has been written, the Browning version, how Terence Rattigan has put it in his own way, it's all about that. Now, let me take you to the Greek play, that is Agamemnon. Agamemnon was a great warrior, a Greek soldier who had gone for war, and as you know, in those days the wars used to continue for 10 years, 15 years maybe. So when he comes back, he finds his wife to be involved or having an affair with his cousin. And there he feels that he had been betrayed by his wife. So his wife, along with his cousin, plans the murder of Agamemnon, and that takes you to the tragedy of Agamemnon. That is the Greek tragedy. Now, based on that, what was the translation? Browning version. That is, what is the way Browning writer had written that play, and that has been, from that a simple part has been taken into your this prescribed book. Now the part that we are going to read is how a teacher who is very strict, that is Andrew Crocker Harris, he gives some extra work to Taplow because he had not completed his work, and he was asked to stay back and complete his work on the last day of the school because his result depended on that. And Mr. Crocker Harris told him that his result would be depending on what on his completion of his work. And when he was completing his work, Mr. Crocker Harris had not reached the school, but Mr. Frank had come there, who was a maths teacher. He was a young teacher there. When Mr. Frank came there, he started talking to Taplow. As I told you, Mr. Frank was very, very friendly to the students, and he used to talk to them, and have gossips. So he instigated Taplow to speak against Mr. Crocker Harris. He wanted to know the students' feelings for Mr. Crocker Harris. And as such, you know that the younger generation teachers and the older ones, Mr. Frank had his own grudges for Mr. Crocker Harris. He used to think that Mr. Crocker Harris is respected more by the students than he himself, even though he was strict. And same was the case here. Taplow also respected, though he was afraid, he was mortally afraid, physically afraid of the teacher, but he respected him a lot. And Mr. Frank told him, you need not complete the work, you can go and play. Whatever, this is the time that you are supposed to play outside, and you are sitting here and completing your work. But Taplow did not have the courage to leave the work and go. He was very obedient to Mr. Crocker Harris. He knew that his result also depended on that, because Mr. Crocker Harris did not tell him the result. He said it will be told, he will give it to him later on. And now you will, when you read the play, you will come to know that Taplow has different viewpoints, or he has different feelings for Mr. Crocker Harris. On the one hand, he does not like him, but on the other hand, he sympathizes with him. He likes him because he follows rules and regulations, and he tells Mr. Frank that he is not like any other teacher who tells the result beforehand, even that is even if it is not officially informed. He does not leak out the results to anyone. And also he used to make the children disciplined. In this way, when Taplow was gossiping with Mr. Frank, Mrs. Crocker Harris arrived. She came to see Mr. Crocker Harris. She wanted to meet Crocker Harris, but she told Taplow to go and get some medicines, and she gave the prescription to Taplow. because she wanted Taplow to leave that place, as she had not come to see Mr. Crocker Harris. She had come to talk to Mr. Frank, as she had an affair with Mr. Frank. And this is how the story comes to an end. Now, Mr. Crocker Harris, poor man, he was a very sincere man, but due to certain reasons, he wanted to leave the job and go. It was the last day, and he was feeling very sad, although he had to leave the school. At the same time, he did not want Taplow to be careless and carefree about his studies. He made him do his work. So all this is the story of the play. Now, Taplow did not want to learn the subject which Mr. Crocker Harris taught. Mr. Crocker Harris taught literature, classics. He was a teacher of classics. And Mr. Frank was told by Taplow that he liked to study maths and science. He did not like literature or English. Now, these are a few important dialogues that I'm going to explain it to you. You can see Taplow. Oh, science, sir, of course. As I told you, that Mr. Frank asked Taplow in which subject was he interested more. So he says, oh, science, sir. Frank, sadly, we get all the slackers. That is, the low achievers. And the Frank, the teacher who taught science, said that he used to get only such students who were very weak in science. Taplow, protestingly, I am extremely interested in science, sir. Frank, are you? I am not. Not at least in the science I have to teach. Taplow, well, anyway, sir, it's a good deal more exciting than this muck, indicating his book. Frank, what is muck? Aeschylus, sir, the Agamemnon. And your considered view is that Agamemnon is a muck. Taplow, well, no, sir, I don't think the play is muck. Exactly. I suppose, in a way, it is rather a good plot, really. A wife murdering her husband and all that. I only meant the way it is taught to us. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines if you get them wrong. Frank, you sound a little bitter. Taplow. Taplow, I am rather, sir. Frank, Captain, Taplow, no, sir. Extra work. Extra work on the last day of the school. In this part of the dialogues, you will see that how when Frank and Taplow were talking to each other, Frank wanted to know whether his result would be a good one. Frank, bad luck. Still, there is one comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy and taking extra work. So Frank is trying to instigate him, and he says to Taplow that you are doing extra work, so you are going to get a good result. Now look at the word remove. Remove is actually for result. That is when you go to the next class. Or Taplow, well, I am not sure, sir. That would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. They just wouldn't dare not to give a chap a remove after his taking extra work. So here Taplow has a different view about Mr. Crocker Harris, and he says that he's not like other teachers who would give good result on the basis of extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to Croc. Croc is the nickname. See, Taplow has respect for him, but in front of Frank, he comes out with the nickname, and Mr. Crocker Harris, he calls him Croc. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir? Frank, no. What? Taplow, imitating a very gentle, rather throaty voice. Now you can see he imitates his teacher, and he does not like the subject that he teaches. He does not like the way he has to or learn that language or literature, and therefore he is ready to imitate his teacher in front of another teacher. Now this is, I don't know, what do you consider? It's a good habit or a bad habit, that talking about one teacher to the other one. Now, Taplow, imitating a very gentle, rather throaty voice. My dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir, I think he may have marked me down rather than up for me taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir, have I gone too far? See, on the instigation, he told Frank his true feelings. He said that he would have given him less marks rather than giving him more marks for doing extra work. And then he also said that he was hardly human, and that is, he was so inhuman and so that he did not consider anybody. And suddenly he realizes that he was talking to the teacher, and so he said, sorry sir, have I gone too far? Frank, yes, much too far. Sorry sir, I got carried away. So Taplow feels sorry that he got carried away, that is, his emotions and feelings overpowered his reason, and he said all those things for Mr. Crocker Harris. Now in this part of the dialogues you will come to know that how Frank felt about Mr. Crocker Harris. I must admit I envy him. The effect he seems to have on you boys in the form. You all seem scared to death of him. What does he do? Beat you all or something? So Frank wonders, how the boys are so disciplined in front of Mr. Crocker Harris. He asked Taplow whether he used to beat the boys or something to keep them disciplined. Taplow, good Lord, no, he is not a sadist like one or two of the others. And see here, Taplow praises him. Earlier you had seen that Taplow was speaking all against him. Now you will see that how he opposes Frank's feelings. Frank, I beg your pardon. Frank is surprised. Now this Frank teacher, the science teacher, is surprised that how Taplow has started praising him. He says he is not a sadist. Sadist is a person, who gets happiness in inflicting pain on others. दूसरों को दुखी देखकर जो बहुत खुश होते हैं, ऐसे लोग जो हैं sadist कहलाते हैं. Taplow, a sadist, sir, is someone who gets pleasure out of giving pain. Frank, indeed, but I think you went on to say that some other masters. So Taplow, well, of course they are, sir. I won't mention names, but you know them as well as I do. Of course, I know most masters think we boys don't understand a thing. But sir, you are different. You are young, well, comparatively anyway, and you are science. You must know what sadism is. Now in this dialogue you will see how Taplow clarifies the idea to Frank that why he felt that Mr. Crocker Harris was not a sadist. Frank, anyway, the Croc isn't a sadist. That's what I am saying. He would not be so frightening if he were, because at least it would show he had some feelings. So he says he is not a sadist because he is a man who has no feelings at all. If he would have been a sadist, then at least it would have shown that he had some feelings. But he hasn't. He is all shriveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. That is, this is the observation of the student Taplow, and he feels that Mr. Crocker Harris does not open up his feelings and his views or emotions to his students. He is all shriveled up like a nut. That is, he is just closed like a nut. He doesn't open up, and he seems to hate people who like him. So he does not like people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. So he says he is the only one master. No other master is in such a kind of person who does not being liked. Everybody likes to be liked. Dialogue, you will see that how Taplow was perhaps talking to the teacher and he was talking against him. Therefore, he was a little scared that the teacher might go and tell Mr. Crocker Harris about his feelings. So he said, "Mr. Crocker Harris, the funny thing is that in spite of everything, I do rather like him. I can't help it. And sometimes I think he sees it, and that seems to shrivel up even more. Frank, I'm sure you are exaggerating." Exaggerating means you're talking more than what is required. You are just telling something beyond the limits. Taplow, "No sir, I am not. In form, the other day he made one of his classical jokes. Of course, nobody laughed because nobody understood it, myself included. Still, I knew he had meant it as funny, so I laughed. Out of the ordinary common politeness and feeling a bit sorry for him for having made a poor joke. Now I can't remember what the joke was, but suppose I make it. Now you laugh, sir." Frank laughs. Taplow, you laughed at my little joke. I noticed. I must confess that I am pleased at the advance your Latin has made, since you so readily have understood what the rest of the form did not. Perhaps now you would be good enough to explain it to them, so that they too can share your pleasure. So in these dialogues you come to know that Taplow was feeling sympathetic for Mr. Crocker Harris. And Mr. Crocker Harris, he told Mr. Frank one incident when Mr. Crocker Harris had cracked a joke in the class, and it was in Latin and nobody understood it. He was a language teacher, and when he was teaching Greek and Latin, he cracked a joke in Latin language, and in the class Taplow said that no student understood it, but he was feeling sorry for Mr. Crocker Harris, and he thought that he was telling a joke, so he laughed at it. But Taplow said that Mr. Crocker Harris came to him and told him that he thought that he is understanding Latin more than anybody else. So he asked Taplow to stand up and explain the joke to others so that everybody else could laugh, because Taplow was the only one who laughed, and Mr. Crocker Harris understood that it was not understood by even Taplow, but he simply laughed there. So he asked him to explain it to others. In fact, Taplow said that he himself did not understand the joke. So these are the feelings of Taplow for his teacher, and in this play you will come to know that how a student and a teacher relationship affects the other people or the other teachers in the school. So that's all with that. Please read the play completely. I have just taken only the parts of the play. Thank you.